Welcome back. This is A.E. Jackson with the research episode for the Ghost Ship of the Diamond Shoals. Everyone loves a good ghost ship story. Clearly Mr. Harden did, as he chose to start his book with the tale of one. Although, not exactly the ship he intended. You see, there was no Carol M. Deering. There was, however, a Carol A. Deering. Unfortunately, in my research, I cannot account for this typo. Personally, I find it rather amusing because, aside from that small error, the account is largely accurate and consistent with the facts as they've been reported over the years. There are a few discrepancies, however, which I'll go over, none of which seem to stem from Mr. Harden's account. For example, there are conflicting reports of the ship's logs and crew's effects, with some reports saying that they were present and some saying the opposite. Likewise, Captain Wormel's disposition towards his crew before leaving Rio varies from telling to telling. The oddest detail of the whole event can be confirmed, however. The ship's steering mechanisms had been deliberately destroyed, the lifeboats missing. In the time since her discovery on the Shoals as a ghost ship, no definite explanation of how she ended up there has been determined. That having been said, there have been some extraordinary explanations, from piracy to more unusual events. But perhaps the most interesting one is Charles Forts, well-known 20th century eccentric, who wrote in his book Lo, published 1931, that the crews of missing ships, including the Deering, were teleported away. Now this is notable as it's the first use of the term teleportation, which Cort himself coined. Tragically, the loss of the vessel coincided with the decline of the family's shipping enterprise. Now, while the closure of the yard cannot be attributed solely to the fate of the Carol A. Deering, the ship nevertheless became the last vessel associated with the company and serves as a symbolic marker of the end of an era in American wooden ship construction. Carol A. Deering himself long outlived the ship that bore his name. He died in Bath, Maine, March 1967, at the age of 84. The schooner named in his honor, however, continues to attract the attention of historians and enthusiasts of unexplained phenomena. More than a century after the vessel was discovered abandoned on the Diamond Shoals, the disappearance of the Carol A. Deering crew remains unsolved. The case endures not because of a lack of theories, but because the surviving evidence is insufficient to conclusively support any one explanation. Did the crew mutiny and abandon ship? Did pirates board and kill the crew? Was it hijacked at some point to be used for smuggling? We'll never know. As a result, it occupies a unique place at the intersection of documented maritime history and enduring popular legend. Thank you for joining me, and we'll continue with another tale from Tarhelia.